So let's do this. And we will go into game number 1. And this, of course, for those of you that are wondering, this is not Prophecy vs. Artanis. This is indeed, not my auto replay folder, this is indeed Gambit's Cup Season 3, and it is SAS against iFU. Going into game 1 on Tau Cross. Alright, Justin saying we're good on sounds, that's what I like to hear. And spawning in the top right hand corner as our Yellow Terran, we have from iFU Marwin. And in the bottom corner from SAS, we have Zaraki. Now, of course, Zaraki is an A- player. He's been a little inactive of recent, but is getting back into the swing of things now. And yeah, just a solid established player. And in the top right-hand corner, we have Marwin, who I believe is also A-, but he has been on a very strong roll of late. He's been doing very, very well in rushing King of the Hills. I don't even know if it's Russian. It's like a King of the Hill thing that I've seen a thread on Team Liquid for. He's taken out like 3 or 4 good players in a row, Eon, and a couple others, so he's been good over there. And he had a pretty good result in Defiler Tour just the other night. He got, well, it said second place, but I didn't quite understand what happened because he was playing against Michael. And Michael was far ahead, like 4 bases. He just killed his Force of Cancel and is almost done third, and like in control of everything, ahead by. And then somehow the game just ended. I don't know if it was a disconnect or what, but either way, still a good result. Still beat a ton of players and has just been putting up really strong games. So Zaraki is undoubtedly going to have his hands full here with Marwin. And we can see Overlord is going to go to the correct spot here. And we'll see this SCV. That doesn't guarantee where he is, but based on the timing, it should make reasonable sense. As the SCV is going out here just shortly after the building of that barracks. Oh, wait, stop. Someone says, oh, wait, why? Why are we pausing? I am linked on TL. What? What? Yeah, it shows me as, well, it doesn't show me on the right-hand side, but it says online, like green and online. Maybe it just wasn't appearing in the sidebar, although that's kind of strange. Give it a sec, tell me if it appears. Because it's telling me I'm online. Like if you go here, it looks like this. I guess it just wasn't showing up on the sidebar. So let me know if it shows up. No, I'm associated to the event here. I can show you what I mean. I'm pretty darn sure it's associated. Yeah. So I guess we're just waiting for it to show up, and it's being slow and delayed. Alright, we're good. So going back into that now that we are fully listed on the calendar, all that good stuff. Barracks from Marwin, there we go. Overlord from Zaraki. Probably doesn't want to fly in too far. Wouldn't want to lose his Overlord to a Marine, although there's lots of cliffs to fly over, so it's really not that big of a deal. And we can see the 12 drone scout there going out, just to make sure there isn't going to be like 8 racks or whatever. And you can decide if you want to throw down the 3rd hatchery, if you need to pause and make lings or whatever. And of course he's scouted, he's seen that it's going to be 12 hatch, so he can go ahead and put down that CC first. The correct response here does not need to make any Marines, starting that one just after that CC begins, which is exactly what you want to do. And wait, oh, actually this overlay is a little bit off. Let's do this. It'd be kind of nice to see the player's mineral counts. It's information I normally like to have. Huh? Look at that. There we go. So much better. And he's going to go ahead and start his lair. This is going to be a little bit of 2-hatch play here. And the second barracks going down from Marwin. No sign of gas yet, so we're not going to see the 5 racks plus 1. Probably see some sort of racks tech build. And drone sitting here, I think he's going to make a sunken. Possibly... Wait, no, just rallied there. I can't see the rally point from the hatch though. Need those OBS plugins, they're useful for that. And now the bunker going up for Marwin, and SCV just going to get chased around a little bit. And not taking that second gas so far. It's definitely going to be Muta though, as there's no Hydroden, and that would have needed to have been made, you know, about halfway to lair. Otherwise, we can see this drone just here in position. I'm going to go ahead and throw down the Spire. I assume any moment now he'll take the second gas, as one gas is really not enough to get out what you want. And okay, up there we see the Academy. So stuff's still looking pretty damn typical here. Marwin doing a great job with his SCV, still alive, and actually not even all that badly damaged. Of course, just as I say that, it takes 2 more hits. And is link speed done? Yeah, it looks like link speed's done, so the SCV's lifespan is limited, and there we go. It's taken out, scouting is done for. But of course, he's seen everything, he knows the timing of the lair. He knows exactly what he's up against, not too worried at all. And there we go, Link's headed up toward the base, but Marwin is totally safe. He's got 4 Marines in there. 3 other Marines out in the open, so yeah, he's fine. And these Lings are just going to sit at the front and check what's up, actually making a few more. Might be a little potential for aggression once the Mutas are out, can get out in the open. Whoa, actually he's going to try to run by here. I guess wants to pick off turrets if they're building, but those turrets are not started yet. And they're going to need to be getting started here pretty soon, but wait, does he? Okay, his eBay is not done. These turrets are a little bit slow, timing-wise. And we can see he's going to take the 3rd base behind this Zaraki is, which will potentially allow him to either follow up with 3rd gas and continue to go kind of all-in Muta, or he can try to transition into more standard play after this. You can see he's got 4 Muta on the way, or yeah, looks like 5 Muta on the way right now. Just waiting on minerals to go ahead and make a few more. And the 3rd barracks going up. These turrets are going to need to start fairly soon here for Marwin. We'll see how good his timing is on this. Alright, the Mutas are hatching, so the turrets definitely need to start right now. Assuming he's going to make them. Okay, there we go. So that's actually really, really nice. That's going to be almost perfect. As you can see, they are going to arrive like right as those turrets finish. Really nice job there. And you only need to have 1 or 2 going up when the Muta first arrive, as there's just not that high of numbers. And so, here we go. Zaraki definitely wants to do some damage. It is 2H Muta. It's pretty much dependent on that. Oh, he's going to pick up the SCV making the turret. So only 1 turret will finish. We'll see if he tries to micro that down. No, doesn't have enough yet. Does not really want to go after it so far. Oh, a little bit of a miss micro there. Not getting off a shot. Flying deep over the Marine cluster. Just, no, not enough Muta to pick off that SCV yet either. And a little bit of sloppy control here from Marwin. Kind of coming over the ledge, taking more damage than is needed. There we go. Now noticing that and pulling his Marines back a little bit. And if we look back to the base of Zaraki, what do we have? Any sort of additional tech? No, not so far. He's not taking that gas here. In fact, he's not actually using the 3rd for anything other than Larva right now. And oh, trying to run by with the Lings, try to get this turret. Or the turret in the back. Will he be able to get either of them? I don't think he will, but with the Muta's help, he will get at least 1 of them, and he will get the 2nd. So now this is nice. He's opened himself up a nice hole here. Marines also in a nice, pretty nice cluster here, and Zaraki is a little off. Oh, nice scan by Marwin. Oh, and really, really poor control there by Zaraki. Losing 2 Mutas, they just kind of pause over the Marines, and also 2 consecutive misfires in a row, not getting off shots. That one flying in too deep. The control just doesn't seem to be sharp enough for Zaraki, and you need really good control with this build. And he's just not getting the damage done that he needs to. I mean, he's killed a few Marines, which is good, and you need to do that, but really the damage is not that high. You can see he doesn't even have enough Muta, it looks like, to one-shot SCVs, and another Muta dies, and this Muta count is getting thinner and thinner for Zaraki as we go on. And another Muta down. He's down to just 2 or 3 now. I mean, I think he pretty much has to abort the harass at this point, or at least pull back and wait till he has a few more. There we go. More are arriving. He has not taken this 3rd gas yet. Drones are still idle. There we go. Finally being set to mine. It looks like one of them, yes, he's going to take the gas. And just looking at home, oh, he actually is going to potentially transition out of this. I do see the Hydra Den, but I don't see an upgrade, and I don't see Hydras yet. So he has not actually begun this transition. It's a long ways off, and if Marwin gets enough Marines to push out, and Zaraki continues to struggle with the control like this, you know, in the open field, Marines can deal with Muta pretty well. Really, Muta won't ever win that fight without Ling flanking help. And he's facing a difficult uphill battle. Go. The Overlord is going to go ahead and die, and it's really going to come down to the Muta micro right now, but there are tons of Marines out here for Marwin, and Zaraki getting off a few nice hits right there. He needs some micro for his life, though. I mean, he doesn't have Sunkens up at bases, and he doesn't have money for it. It's all about using the Muta to defend these bases. I mean, there's not going to be... well, if he could delay a little bit more, there could be lurkers in time, which might allow him to hold in the narrow chokes and gaps at his bases. And again, pretty good control here. Continuing to get off some good shots, just needs to be careful trying to engage where Marines are a little bit separated from the pack and not flying into like a concave of them where they'll do extreme amounts of damage. Like right here, he's got an opportunity on some of these lead Marines. Could pick a few of these off. Bridge is a pretty good spot to engage. It's a little bit easier to clump up. Well, these are pretty wide bridges. It's not quite like trying to cross over, say, the one destination. That wasn't very good there. Loses a Muta there. And another one goes down, and the numbers seem to be thinning for Zaraki, but he is morphing lurkers in right now. Can he hang on? Can he hold off this attack from Marwin? Marwin has +1. There's no upgrades for the Muta. Another 2 Marines do go down, but he is now producing out of 5 Raxes. And we can see his vessel is actually about to be on the way, as is his Irradiate. And it looks like for the moment Marwin is just going to go home. And if we take a look at the supply, we can see Marwin is up 20 supply, which is not an insane lead, but he's not uncomfortable with his position either. And it looks like Zaraki's going to try to counterattack in the main, but there are lots of missile turrets up here. We'll see how many Mutas there are. There's like probably 8 or 9, judging by how long it's taking to kill the turret, which is really not enough to engage 4 turrets, especially with a misfire too. And now he's way out of position, but he's got hold lurkers. Can he pull the trap at the right moment? Oh my god, it's pretty good, but he should have waited for all those Marines to get on top of him. That is a good solid, though, what? 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 kills right there, though. So definitely worth it, especially since Marwin did not kill off a single lurker, but now has a vessel out, so should be able to walk over that and split. It's just a few Mutas out in the open. And is he making a tank at all or not? Yeah, he's got 1 tank, so he'll probably come down here with that tank, and this is where it's going to get tougher for Zaraki. His economy is not that good, and he doesn't have a lot of units, and he's got no Sunkens to fall back on. So, I mean, once Terran reaches the natural, it's over. The hive is a long, long ways away from being done. You still got to make the Defiler Mount and get consumed, so this situation is going to be very, very difficult for Zaraki to hang on to. And I wonder if he's going to want to go Guardians, just because of where he's keeping these Muta. Wait, what is that? I heard something like burning down, but I have no idea. SCV scouting to make sure there aren't any hidden bases, and there certainly are not. And now here comes a big, big, scary blob from Marwin. 2 tanks, a vessel, and at least 2 control groups of Marines. And the thing is, I just don't know what the answer is. He's got 6 lurkers, and if he scourges, I guess scourging the vessel would be a start to this, but it's going to be extremely difficult. Alright, the hive is done. He needs to put down the Defiler Mount. I don't think he's going to go Greater Spire, but I don't know for sure. He could have the Muta back here to battle, but that vessel is kind of vulnerable. If he would have seen it with the Scourge, he actually could have picked it up. And Marwin, the problem is Marwin is just going to walk right into the natural. The tanks are sieging up, and as long as Marwin spreads well, these 6 lurkers are not enough to deal with this. We'll see how the control is here, if he just pulls back or what. There we go, he just pulled back. The front tank is exposed, but it's going to go, the lurkers attacking it are instantly going to go down to the siege tank fire. Of course, this lurker going to die to radiate. Both of these low on health. There's now just this one. Lurker down here trying to do something, but whoa. Marine in the center somehow dies. I don't really understand how that happened. We can see that he is making the Defiler Mount, but it's not even done yet. He still needs to get consumed and a Defiler out. I just don't see it happening. The lurkers are moving forward, but the control is sloppy. They burrow still in range of both siege tanks. He'll finally pick off this one, but the one in the back continuing to shoot away, and now it is down to 2 lurkers, and it looks like he's ready to go for it. How is the spread? It's not that great, but there's only 1 lurker left. It doesn't really matter. Everything is now dead. There doesn't appear to be any units in the natural, and I think it is over for Zaraki. We can see a few Marines have come down here to the 3rd, going to take that out, and everything is dead. GG. Marwin goes up 1-0.